Good morning, Dr. Thompson. See if you can get connected today. just for the phone, for today, she not gonna be on, right, but she still gets her phone, which is big. Oh, yes, and the same thing with Kenny.
Yeah.
I see now.
Yeah, we're in the middle of signing and a big photo, so we want to make sure that's very clear.
The right hand, deaf and dumb person.
Fortunately,
The good thing about that.
I can catch it, or you will.
Yes, I'm sure.
Rolando. Somebody did that.
As far as I know, this guy said.
We'll wait for more minutes.
Deep breath is work.
Hi, yeah.
How are you? One's in yellow and one's are currently in pipeline.
Thank you.
That's good. Oh, yes, sir. Of course you were there. Glad I hit you. That's it, now.
Are you going? And not. Thank you very much.
Yes. I like his name, Maverick Modest.
I'll do that.
And the other, Maverick, the Western.
Yeah.
I like that, Dee. Yeah. Western.
Yeah.
This is. Or this will help us with our PR. Sorry, the whole show.
Morning. Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, I would like to call this meeting to order and establish a quorum. Leslie,
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
here,
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Cortinos. Secretary Mark Dominguez. Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Right.
Trustee Rolando Romano.
Here.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
here. You have a notice?
Yes. Good
You can
morning.
read the notice of meeting.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, October the 14th, 2025. This is a regular Board of Trustees meeting of the Luna Community College Board of Trustees. Notice of this meeting was provided in accordance to the Luna Community College Open Meetings Act resolution. The agenda was posted at least 72 hours in advance of today's meeting in the office of the president and on the Luna Community College website at www.luna.edu. Any person who requires any special accommodations to attend or participate may contact the Luna Community College president at 505-454-2500 or 1-800-588-7232, extension 1000 for assistance.
Thank you, trustee, Ortega. Mr. Quintana, would you be able to lead us in the pledge of allegiance? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Thank you so much. Next item is approval of the agenda, and Dr. Shields, where is he today?
I'm way
back. He has asked us to move up. You've asked to move up the report, right?
Yes, ma'am, I did make that request.
Okay, so where would you like to be placed on the agenda?
Well, no longer, I can leave here somewhere around 11:15.
So maybe before Board of Trustees updates? Between 9 and 10?
That'll be fine.
You want me to give you a report? I can do that.
Yes, sir.
He's able.
I'm always.
I don't wanna steal your thunder, but
You do a fine job.
I don't know about that, it's your trust.
I mean, you do a fine job. Go right ahead.
What do you want?
So we're going, I would like to ask for approval of the agenda after we have made an amendment. An amendment to, in the order to move Executive Director of Finance and Chief Financial Officer report between LCC Foundation and Board of Trustees between 9 and 10. And also that Dr. Romero is not present, therefore Mr. Michael Montoya will give her report. Could I get a motion to that effect?
Second.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez,
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos,
Well,
Secretary,
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina, Trustee Dr. Gilbert Senna,
Yes.
Trustee Romando Medrano,
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
thank you, Ms. Leslie Ann. So therefore, the agenda will read as follows. Call meeting to order, roll call. 3, pledge of allegiance. 4, approval of the agenda. 5, approval of the minutes. 6, public comment. 7, employee and student recognition. 8, shared governance. 9, LCC Foundation quarterly report. 10, Dr. Shields, Executive Director of Finance report. 11, Board of Trustees. 12, President's report. 13, Vice President of Academics. 13, executive session. Did I skip one?
No.
Oh, I didn't, I said President's report.
I was just.
And, lastly, announcement date and time. Thank you. Next item, approval of the September 9 minutes. This was the regular meeting. Any discussion about it? No, if not, then could I have a motion to approve the September 9th?
Make a motion, we approve the minutes from that.
I second that.
And roll call.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez,
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez,
Yes.
trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena,
Yes.
trustee Rolando Medrano,
Yes.
trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes,
Next item is approval of September 29th Board of Trustees special session, and this special session was to approve the contract to extend attain for 3 more months.
Maybe.
Could I have a motion to approve that,
I'd like to make
the
a motion,
minutes?
we approve the minutes of September 29th, 2025.
And the second,
as a,
right, next item, public comment, go ahead, we have to, do we have any public comment? Roll call. Roll call. Oh, sorry.
Madam
Roll call.
Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
yes,
And no, Madam Chair. we
No
don't have
public comment? Then, personnel and employee student recognition.
Thank you, Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez. I apologize that I still have very much of a voice. But you can understand what I'm saying. Yeah. Everybody's happy if I'm not speaking too loudly, actually, so it's probably a good thing. Anyway, I think if you look at your packet, you will see that there's a long list of new personnel and employees. And this includes, anywhere from new employees to work steadier employees as well, but then also tutors. So regular employees, work steady and tutors. And we also have a couple graduate assistants that we managed, and we have some people here today. And I did give you also another update that, our HR director, Christy Soprano, gave me this morning. Some of these people are repeat, there's just a couple of errors on what's in your report, I apologize for that. And, but I don't, if I missed you in your interim and I don't call your name, then definitely, we will recognize you. And so I know that we have, Maverick Modest here today. He started as our new IT trainer on September 22nd, I think. Anyway, we're happy to have you here, Maverick, and you wanna just say, anything about your time here so far that you've been at Luna Community College?
Yeah, I just want to say good morning to everybody. I look forward to being here. It's a new opportunity. I've been in the IT field for about 7 years now. It's always growing. I'm always learning something new. I know a lot of the Luna community just from my time being in Las Vegas. I would consider myself a local. I've been here since I was 14, went to school at Robertson, did all my course here in 2007, 2008. Oh my gosh, I'm dating myself. But I'm looking forward to being back here and being a part of the Luna family. And I thank you guys for recognizing me this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
And so I think we have a couple people from the nursing department, right? We have Deborah Cordova is here and Marissa Martinez. So thank you.
Oops, be careful, no casualties.
Yeah, really.
Good morning, my name is Marissa Martinez. I graduated here at Luna Community College with my nursing degree in 2022. I went on to complete my bachelor's degree at Mexico Highlands University the following year. I'm excited to be a part of the faculty here at Luna Community College. I've had a wonderful time teaching the students, actually. It reminds me of everything that I've learned even before becoming a nurse, to help the new student nurses learn and use their skills. And I teach them in a way as if they're actually working. So I really enjoy it. I hope to continue this position for a few more years. I may go on to school to do more education. But for now, I truly enjoy being a part of Luna Community College.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Welcome. I think Deborah's not here, right, Valerie, she's a new clinical instructor.
Yes, she's our new clinical instructor, and we also have Deborah Cordova, she couldn't be here today, and Christopher Kelly. And proud to announce that
Oh, yeah,
all three,
Kelly.
Christopher Kelly, yes. Proud to announce they're all Luna alumni, they're all graduates of the Luna nursing program.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much, Valerie. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not really going in order, which messes me up completely.
You do.
It's my voice, I'm just gonna blame it on that, and I didn't see Kaylee Frater, I don't see that she's here, but Kaylee is returned as an administrative assistant in HR, and she was working for us last spring, and we're so happy to have her back. And I don't see Marcelino, is Marcelino here? Marcelino is from work study with Allied Health. Mary Hill is she's our instructor already, I mean, she's a faculty member, but she's also helping with the Rough Rider mentorship program. And Mia Encinas is doing work study, she's a nursing student, right? Isn't?
What was her name?
Yeah.
I thought Mia Encinas was, I mean, she's a new work study now, like how Sampson. Come on up, Sampson is our new graduate assistant in admissions and recruitment. You just introduce yourself and say where you're from, Sampson.
Oh, good morning all. My name is Samson Awobijo, a graduate student of Island University. I was posted to admission office and happy to be here. My concentration is in MBA supply chain, and I'm happy to be here and I'm ready to learn more. Thank you.
Thank you, welcome.
We also, and I think this says Omalola, and Omalola's a financial, oh yeah, you were hiding behind that, Omalola, welcome.
Thank you.
She's helping a financial aid.
Yeah,
So
thank you, good morning, everybody. My name is Obalala Vici, so I'm the student of New Mexico University. I'm currently pursuing my MBA with concentration in accounting. So I've been in financial aid and it has been fantastic. It has been really great working with Mr. Michael and Dr. Arieta. I look forward to working more with them and enjoying this place. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
And then I don't think Paloma is here, right? She's new work study and the CCRI APE. We have a new custodian and facilities head in Luna. And then Maverick introduced, and Ramon Herrera is a new custodian in facilities. I think that Matt has them and Norm have them working. Maria Chavez is a new work study in instruction and student services. And Haley Sanchez, work study in education department. Michael is officially here. And so, you wanna say anything, Michael? You don't have to, you can say something later, but you know, we're happy to have you.
I'll address it later.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right, yeah. And, sorry. Santiana Marujo is helping out with Sherry Goodyear. And she is Dr. Martinez, she's gonna be with the Rough Rider mentorship in Mora.
Yeah.
We're really happy about. Jessica Arnold is a new teaching assistant in Rough Rider mentorship. Amor Esquivel is actually she's been helping out in Collision, and she's doing the after school program on Tuesday and Thursday evenings with the Collision that is going out to the high schools here. And I think it started last week, I think. And anyway, I'm really excited that Amor is helping out. She's been helping Dominic in the Collision class already.
This is gonna be fix your bike.
Fix your bike, fix your whatever you wanna fix. So, fix your car, fix your bike, fix something. Augustine Gonzalez is here. He's a new tutor in the ACE lab. Welcome, Augustine, we're happy to have you.
Welcome.
And, Joy Frazier, she's actually I'm not sure what her start date is, maybe the 20th?
Yeah, let's push back, yes, Doctor.
Yeah, I think on the 20th, Joy Frazier's gonna be new in financial aid consultant. And then I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that I have another list here that I am not sure if I missed anybody else. Is there anybody else here that's a new employee that I've missed that Jessica asked you to be here? We also have, I won't go through all of these, but in your packet, we have a number of just shout outs. We did submit our narrative for our focus visit on Sunday. And so shout out to all the people that worked on that. Sierra Fernandez is our director of assessment and our accreditation liaison officer, and she did a great job leading that team. And so I've given you some, great shout outs with that, and the academic directors, Dr. Romero, Betsy, who led that. Rachel did a lot of work, and we finalized that agenda and submitted our narrative and ahead of schedule. So I'm really excited about that. And then Valerie Thompson for all her work in the WRTC. We appreciate Denise Fox, who's still doing the shout outs every week. And then Tina Gallegos and a whole set of people that went out to a dual credit event last week in Wagon Mount, I think. So I appreciate all those shout outs. So again, thanks to everybody that really goes above and beyond and helps out, and we appreciate that. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Next item, shared governance, Crystal Western Board or Dr. Matthews. Oh, well, they.
Crystal's the new chair.
Good morning.
Marty.
I have, I guess she gave me the little rug she has in her throat. Good morning, Chair Dr. Martinez, and Secretary Dominguez, and Trustees Sena, Ortega, and Medrano. So this is my last time to, or at least for a while, for this year, to be here to present to you as the Chair of Shared Governance. And I'd like to introduce Crystal Western Ford, who was elected at our last meeting as chair of our board. So I put together the report. I will provide a lot of the information, or I'll speak to much of the information, and Crystal has something to add to the report. First, I'd like to talk to you about Faculty Senate. And Faculty Senate has started holding their Coffee Connect sessions. They had one on September 26th, so they will have another one in October. So basically, it's a very informal place where faculty can get together, and now we meet mostly online. We used to meet in person, bring our coffee or our favorite drink, and we'll sometimes we do it online and bring our, we do provide an online version. And so basically, it's a place where people can come to celebrate our accomplishments and also share concerns. Another thing that Faculty Senate is working on is looking at the faculty handbook for updates and revisions, and that has been worked on in the past, but they're going to take that and take it to the next step. We're very happy that Student Senate has established their new officers, and a big shout out to Mary Frances Bibb, because she's the guiding light for that. She's a wonderful role model for our student senators. And I'll have to share that most of our student senate, or much of our student senate are athletes. So I don't know where they're practicing this morning because of weather, but they're practicing somewhere. So our chair, or their chair is Charlotte Larrabee, who also likes to be called Chuck. Rayanne Chalice is the vice chair. Jackson Chaco is the secretary. And so one of the things they're working on is they'll be working to help facilitate the trunk or treat that will be held in the parking lot. It'll be held actually on Halloween from 3 to 5:30. And so, staff senate will have, I'll have Crystal share in a minute. They've been working really hard to build on their membership. And one of their plans is to start holding movie nights. Good morning.
Good morning, you're the famous chef.
I would, I'm the chef's assistant.
Oh.
I don't want to take credit for being the chef.
I like your menus, by the way.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Good job with the menu.
I would just like to add to staff senate, we have worked very hard to increase our membership from 4 members, we now have 6. We are working on getting fully staffed to 7. And we were looking at doing movie nights as a fundraiser idea, we have had to scrap that, and we are looking at, maybe doing bake sales as a fundraiser for staff senate, which would allow us to host more events for the school. Thank you.
We're really happy to have Crystal, take over in shared governance. She's demonstrated some excellent leadership in staff senate, so it's really happy to have her on board with us. And now I get to be immediate past chair. I'm not totally off the hook.
Nope.
So our directors are Sherry Goodyear and Valerie Montoya. And Sherry shared that that their after school program is just really booming. And one of the things that is happening in Springer and Santa Rosa is they're working on their gardens. And she's also working on pricing greenhouses so they can have that all year long. They're also working to support Collins Lake Ranch with their tutoring in their homeschool group in Water. Valerie shared, they spoke to just a minute ago about going to Wagon Mound. And so they did that on October 8th. And so some of the other things that they're also working on working on including strategic planning and other things like that. So we did hold our elections, and our elections are that our chair is Crystal Westerford, and she's with staff senate, and our vice chair is Mary Hill, who is with faculty senate, so she's also the chair of faculty senate, so she's going to be a busy one. Sherry Goodyear will continue as our note taker. I have to honestly say she does wonderful minutes. She could teach workshops on that. Other things that we spoke about were and working in conjunction with Dr. Linder is to get the tuition waiver policy going, and it's at the Senate right now. And I am currently working on dress code information. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing research of all of the colleges that are in our chess consortium. And so I am researching their dress code policies. So far, there are no student dress code policies, but there are staff and faculty. And I'm going to do a crosswalk with that and find common things. And then share that out and send it to the Senate eventually.
Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah.
It's so I told shared governance since I started working on that, as immediate past chair, I will continue to work on that. I think it's I think it's important for it to be something that is that goes through the Senate and eventually through shared governance.
Thank you very much.
Go
ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and my colleagues. Dr. Matthews and his board. I'd like to share with you guys, that being transparent with shared governance is a big issue. And it's policy for the community college and its everyday workings. As you know, we have an action item coming up futuristically, had anything been given to you guys in that? On the president, on the disposition of the vehicles that have been brought to you as a shared governance? Possibly in my reasoning for this, Madam Chair,
It needs to go to them.
there doesn't need to be transparent, Madam Chair, and the point of the matter is that if things are gonna be deleted or taken away, shared governance should be involved or should have a say as to maybe what the monetary could go to. Ultimately, the board has the last say, correct? But it's communication, transparency that we look what those monetary can suffice, whether it be hardship, students in any aspect of that matter. It didn't go before you, obviously, so. Question and fair thing.
Okay, any other
Thanks, Madam
questions?
Chair, you're back.
Thanks very much for your report, Dr. Matt.
Thank you.
Next item will be, Mr. Quintana, Foundation. Oh, sorry, Dr. Sena.
I would like to introduce, the person who would like to take my place here. Hot seat here, Mr. Rick, he was back there. So.
Go ahead, Mr. Quintana.
Thank you, good morning. I provided, with the foundation provided this report for you, which is provide some photos and stuff like that. I want to start off with, we have thus far 3 annual events. We had the 2nd annual, LCC Winterfest in December 2024. We had 30 vendors and a silent auction and a variety of games. More than 200 participants joined the celebration, making it a lively and engaging occasion. We're going to do that again this year. We've already had people asking to be part of the vendors. We were at in Mora this last weekend. And this, one of the initiatives we had as a strategy was to make sure that we got out to all the satellite areas. So this weekend, from Hank Blackwell, he donated it to us and we're raffling that motorcycle. And so we cleaned up the motorcycle, we hauled it out there and we had a lot of people come up and inquire about the motorcycle. We were able to talk to a lot of vendors. So it was really a good success because I felt I was able to meet a lot of people from Mora and the staff was able to interchange with that. And we really worked closely with the Mora staff out there. You know, it was important that we had that connection with them. And so I enjoyed it and we really had a good time. There were a lot of pumpkins, people that paid to go out there were able to get pumpkins. It was a beautiful day. We did have some rain, but overall it was a good day. We did do the 2nd annual Alumni Achievement Award. We're going to do it again next year. That was a success and recognizing our students and all the people that contribute to the Luna Community College organization. And then we did our 1st annual swap meet. And I want to say Anthony Baca has been refreshing because he brings a whole nother angle to what we can do out there. He's the one that organized the car show out in Mora, and it's good to have that type of angle because people like a different type of people come and look at that. Plus, we have a lot of the tradespeople go out there and share their projects with the community. I did want to talk about just a brief description of the Helen O'Brien Scholarship. That endowment was established to support nursing students and through the dedicated scholarship funds. We've done a small investment on that for short term, so every year we can realize scholarships from that particular scholarship. And looking at the next page, it talks about that we've been able to contribute quite a few scholarships from that particular scholarship fund. We did do this year with scholarships, we were able to provide quite a few scholarships. And I want to get a little ahead of myself, but we did do this year 53 scholarships amounting to 30,500. And these scholarships directly support Luna students in achieving their educational goals and advancing the academic success. That's what we do in that short term. We really realized that, but we needed to do a long term with the Title V. In 2023, the two Title V grants were strategically invested to ensure that they achieved the required return of 5%. We had them invested in CDs that were only getting 1% to 3%, and that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to get beyond a CD investment, and we did a more aggressive type of investment for the Title V Scholarship Fund. And we really maximized around 200,000 plus in that investment by doing that aggressive investment. So I just wanted to point out those two scholarship investments that we do. This year in 2025, again, I said that we've gotten, we awarded 53 for 30,500. During spring 2025, 32 students applied and 28 scholarships were awarded. The total scholarship fund distributed that semester was, this semester is 19,000. In fall 2025, 28 Luna Community College students applied, 24 scholarships were awarded with 11,500. We have also established a hardship program scholarship, and we've awarded in spring a semester award. You know, we recognize that there are more and more students that need help with that type of scholarship. So, you know, one of the things we're doing, 5 students in spring were awarded hardship scholarships, either to help out with their initial payment to Luna or other things that they have, whether it's car trouble or anything else. We've helped them out. In fall, we awarded funds in the fall and reflected the ongoing demand for this support. So we're going to continue with that hardship scholarship because it does help some students. It's the decision between whether they want to come to school or they can't come to school. And if we can get them in here, then we can continue to help them with any kind of help they need to get on board. Once they get here, it seems that things even out and they can actually start getting into the routine of things that they need to do. We participated in the new student orientation August of 2025, and during the new student orientation, the foundation offered breakfast refreshments to welcome the incoming students. This gesture was not only to help new students feel at home, but it also increased awareness of Luna Community College Foundation and its role within the community. I would say that that's why we're doing all these activities. We want to interchange with the students and let them know we're here, because a lot of them say, we didn't even know that existed. And now we're able to talk to them of how they can apply, how they can get interested in getting awarded a scholarship. So we really need to do that outreach to the students, but also in the communities, because we had people outside the community come up and look at our brochures and talk to the Morris site staff there and say, how can I get to school? And this was a person that was working one of the, as a daughter of one of the vendors. She came up and was very interested in the community college. The statewide historic preservation conference was held about a week ago. The foundation, we participated in that statewide historic preservation conference. I was able to speak, and one of the things that I did mention is that Luna Community College is essential to providing education to not only the students, but also involving the community and its awareness of housing and how the Adobe project can be an affordable alternative for housing. We had a lot of people come up and ask about the Adobe project that's here at Luna Community College. I made sure that it got out there. I showed photos of kids participating in that project when they were doing Adobes, and I think that they really enjoyed the presentation because we talked about youth involvement with building homes. I did mention that we did get a 2,400 Shadow Morse raffle. We'll be issuing that raffle at our holiday festival. So right now we're busy selling tickets and doing those type of things to get the money. The motorcycle is worth $3,000. We're going to try to achieve that by selling tickets. They sell for $10 per ticket. And we've had a lot of people come and get in, look at the motorcycle, and again, we'll have it out here at the Fall Festival, the Christmas Festival. And, people can look at the motorcycle then, and then we'll issue it out at that time. So we've really done a lot of things, to reach out to the community, get involved. We still are planning our, satellite events at Santa Rosa and also at Springer. And I just think it's something that we need to continue to do, because I had a lot of fun, being out in water and talking to all the different people. It's just a joy to be, talking about Luna Community College and all the things they do for our students. And if I came up, I don't know how many, youth came up to me and talked to me about Luna Community College, and I was able to say, here's the person that can, talk about it more, and it was just something that I feel that we need to continue doing.
Did you enroll it?
What's that?
Roll it.
Well, I think a lot of people picked up a lot of information, so I think that, it was a success.
Right. Whenever you're finished, we'll pose our questions.
Okay?
Thank you.
First of all, I saw the student orientation, I saw the pictures, and I wondered if anyone had gone to help Sylvia hand out the radio.
I did not go to that event. You know, I think that, we as a team have to spread our wealth, because we're involved with a lot of community things, but Sylvia did a fantastic job, and she's one of our,
Worried about her being there by herself, having to hand out hundreds of radios.
I'm not sure who attended, but, I did get a lot of feedback that they appreciated us being there.
Okay, the other question I have is. Yeah, but I'm talking about specifically the foundation.
Yeah.
The other thing I was wondering about, you said 13 students were given hardship. Scholarships, how many actually applied?
13.
13? Okay, I think the biggest issue right there, from what I've heard from my constituents, is the time. From the time they have to give their $75, and then they're disenrolled if they don't provide that $75. There probably needs to be a bigger window for the foundation to have, so that the funds will be there before they get disenrolled. Is there any possibility that you could extend that window?
Well, the thing that we're doing, and I think a lot of that has to do with informing our students that it's available and how we can get them in quicker. And so I think if they can come in quicker with the need, we can get them out quicker.
Well, I don't know that they have that much time, because if they don't have the money by this date, automatically they're disenrolled. So maybe an email to all the students that you have money available in case they have a hardship for that $75, because that $75, they don't get back from financial labor. They have to have that. And some kids, you know, we think $75 is from financial labor. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we say that's nothing, but you'd be surprised how many kids, you know, it's day to day. Okay, the other question I have is, so maybe that's something for you to consider, is not only getting the word out, but opening up that window so that there's more accessibility. The other question I have is on your investments. I wondered what all the minuses are about.
I mean, Carla around the treasurer, we pay a fee for the investments. And that's what the minuses are on the investment.
17,000, 27,000, 18,000, 28,000, 21,000, 24,000, 22,000. Those are all fees?
Oh, no, those ones are when they invest our money and they take 28,000, they go buy out more stock. That's what the 28,000 is, and they go and buy
So
more
it's
stock.
a high risk?
Yes.
Yes, it is at this time.
You guys get a comprehensive summary as far as what period it got invested, what it made. You guys have that?
Yes.
You can invest for that.
And there's one on there for that.
Okay, so tell me that everyone doesn't get on track.
Are you talking about the Helen O'Brien? That's
No,
the
we're
one,
talking
right?
about the
Talking about
Centera.
Any and all of them, or?
Yeah, so that's the one I'm asking about, this one here.
Which one, the Helen O'Brien or the?
No, the.
Oh, the Centera would have our Title V investments.
Right,
And because we're behind, we didn't take it over as a foundation until I would think 2019. I don't know, I was a part of the foundation then. And so, what happens is we need to have, within 20 years, we have to have probably $800,000 in our first grant
To
and
be able to utilize it.
yeah, to utilize it. And then for the second grant, it's in we also have to have some monies in there. We wrote, it was our own fault, we wrote into the grant that we were gonna be getting 5% every year. And so if you do the future value in 20 years, back then we didn't think 5% was good, but then there were how many, 10 years when the interest rate was like 1% or 0.5%. So we're trying to catch up. And we're looking that we'll be caught up by 2027. And we've seen that we've got, so we had to go high risk. I know we're not supposed to, but we had to in order to meet these requirements of Title V. Right now, we don't know where we're at with Title V because Title V is not gonna be here. Yes, so anyway, we need to continue reporting to Title V till 2032 as every year to let them know. Once we hit our goal, we can then take 50% of any interest or any revenues that we make each year and use them for scholarships. So we're hoping because I don't know if you saw the page, we averaged about 28%. And it was a really good year. A couple of really good years this year. I don't know. This might be some minuses.
Well, let's hope the bottom doesn't drop
I know.
off
So
because it's a high risk.
we're looking at changing that investment. In fact, the board is gonna be working on that this.
At least the partial amount should
We
go
are talking
out
about
of
that.
high risk.
It is,
A little bit more.
right now it's 30-70, 30% is in a fixed account and 70% is in the high risk. We're gonna switch that and call the investment company actually this month, once we meet now in October.
Thank you. That's a concern, big concern, $1 million. Let's see.
You were comparing percentages, more or less what percentage are you at now? On your investment stuff, the high risk.
The high risk is still at 70.
70. And we had a discussion this last month about flipping it over and putting 30% towards high risk and 70% for
We're gonna
more medium risk. So we had that discussion and that's what that's the direction we're headed.
It's the interest percentage that I was asking.
Oh,
28%.
28% what we earned,
Yeah, we enter 20.
and that's in your report.
The Helen O'Brien though is in a CD and it's in a fixed.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to do
No,
that.
that one has the MOU,
That one has to write.
Yes.
Trustee Dominguez?
Mr. Quintana, you stated that you guys went to Mora and you guys were gonna be planning on living in the other sites. Have you put a schedule together for President Linder? So that she can inform the chair and for when you guys gonna be doing that for Trustee Ortega and for Vice Chair Portillo's. I don't know if they will be attending there, if they're pretty involved with their.
Well, this is going on other people's activities, so we're trying to,
You're coordinating.
we're coordinating. So what we're trying to do is coordinate with, when they have an activity, we show up and participate in that activity. So we're gonna partner when we go in and try to participate with that event. And so there's a couple ones that we looked at from Santa Rosa because they had a few car shows and different things. Things fell apart because one of the person from the community passed away. And so we backed out of that one, but we will work with the community, find out what they have going on, and we will partner. And we'll let Dr. Linder know what we're doing when we move in that direction.
When you do your award presentations and you go to these events, does your itinerary involve letting people know grants that they put out, just like you put forward to the board today, grants that put out the hardship funds and stuff of that nature, so that people are aware?
We talked to students. I had a lot of students come up. We talked about some of the things that we do, that we have scholarship, we have hardship, but we talked to anyone that comes up. We really engage with a lot of people over there. I mean, I was talking to so many people coming up and talking to us that I felt like I couldn't even speak at the end of the day. So we're really pushing and recognizing our connection, and we have a partner right there from the side working and talking about those things.
Be glad we're the high school teacher.
And not from Mora even. Madam Chair.
If I could count forever.
Madam Chair, is it, Or President, this is a question for you and pertaining to Mr. Quintana and the staff of the foundation. When we host these events, is there somebody from registrars there, these events? There was not a mention of that, you said that's not you're doing, but I'm sorry.
Because I wanna say I went to the one in Springer and Dr. Henrietta Romero was there, and so was Sherry Goodyear. And we shared
Yeah, because it's a collective effort, right? It's a collective effort on everybody's part.
and then in Mora, it was Stacy Montoya was there from the staff, and then we were there with her. So, it's Sherry.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward. As you know, Mr. Quintana, the board answers to the foundation. We don't have any direct impact with you, but we answer for you guys with HLC, so when questions get asked and you guys aren't there and we're representing the college, I want to be informed. And if we can communicate more and ask these questions, I think we'll be better off. So thank you for your time. Absolutely. Back my time.
So glad that you give us these quarterly reports. Dr. Senna, you had a question?
No,
Did I beat you?
you beat me.
Thank you, Mr. Quintana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Romero, as well. Appreciate you.
Our next item is going to be Dr. Shields.
Thank you.
You see, what's up? Very well.
And good morning, Chairperson, Finance Chairman Dominguez and other associate trustees. First of all, I'd like to thank you very much for adjusting your agenda to accommodate. So I didn't have to spend $275 for a Uber truck ride home. And in
There's
Texas.
petitions to be on the tow truck.
We'll do what's called an invite, sir. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Thank you for being here, Dr. Seals. And at any point in time, Dr. Seals, if you don't know, just give a report from your chair. That's what's more comforting for you, sir.
No, I need to stand a little bit. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir, trust me.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to summarize this report to move the
Thank you.
report. I understand mine became a little lengthy this month. However, I will highlight things that I think needs to be brought to your attention. I will read the financial analysis summary. This is a comprehensive financial analysis for Luna Community College. Current activities through September 28th, 2025 provides a detailed overview of our fiscal performance for October 2025. In an environment that continues to present challenges, the college has demonstrated remarkable resilience and strategic adaptability, reflecting promising growth in critical revenue streams and diligent management of expenditures. This report delineates our key financial inflows and outlines expenditure patterns and highlights strategic investment opportunities posed to bolster the institution's long-term financial health. So as we go to the financial health fund balance and cash management, we have a total of $7,003,428.61 at Community First Bank. We have $2,110,333.69 at Southwest Capital Checking Account Bank. Also, I would like to bring to your attention that there has been an increase in the collateral at Southwest from $941,000 to $1,016,000. And that is due to the activity that's coming from, not nursing, but, daycare. Thank you. Under your budget to actual, we have a revenue stream total of $3,198,464. And the primary drivers of that was tuition at $433,878 and state appropriation, which contributed significantly of $2,543,676. It's important to recall, of course, that the local government appropriation, substantial component of our funding will be dispersed biannually in November and May. Under total expenditures for the first quarter, it was $3,331,020, representing approximately about 21% of approved annual budget. Going to page 57, under the cost summary analysis of the data management and oversight. We have a listing, of course, of the data collection and verification, categorization, and allocations and report preparations and review, as well as submissions and record keeping to give you activity within our department. Currently, several cost centers appear to be over budget in fiscal year 25-26. This variance is primarily attributed to delayed entry of employee benefits data for the year. Now, of course, our focus for the past month has been on completion and submission of report of actuals to New Mexico Higher Education Department alongside managing the fall registration. We anticipate to get these cost centers in line and fully up to date by the end of the month of October. Regarding our fund utilizations, our unrestricted funds, we have expended $3,274,805. Unrestricted funds with an additional $8,183,370 committed or obligated for future expenses. Now, this leaves available balance of $2,556,832, indicating 81.8% of the budget unrestricted funds have been utilized or committed. Under the restricted funds, $811,413 has been spent, with $1,344,921 committed or obligated. This results in available restricted balance of $582,526. Are there any questions regarding the cost center?
No, I have some questions about something else, but you can continue with your report and then I'll ask.
Yes, ma'am. Under student receivables, we have our total age debits of $1,644,337. We have credits of $94,892 for a net student receivable of $1,549,445. Under accounts payable increased about 13.8%, primarily due to the timing of fall registration, financial aid disbursements, and of course, there's a following of the breakdown of the current payables. Under our payroll, regarding payroll-related expenses, compensation benefits, and professional services, figures remain consistent with those reported for last month. There's not much change in those percentages. The yearly activity has compensation at $1,602,335.03, benefits $488,751,554, and professional services $731,201.48, for a total activity for the first quarter of $2,822,288.05. Under procurement, Walmart has no longer having a credit card, and we were trying to get ahead of the situation, and we came up with this card program called RAM. which we are very, very pleased. It has a lot of controls in it. We are currently just initiating, it won't kick off until October 15th. Right now, we only have about 4 or 5 cards that have been, issued out. This ramp card also works very well with our Workday, system program, which is also very, very helpful. This is the type of card where, they can take a picture of the receipt, send it in, and it goes through our system and, reconciles with our, accounts payable. Under the audit for fiscal year 23-24, progress on fiscal year 23-24 audit is proceeding according to schedule. Our team is diligently addressing the prepared by client listing. Field work is currently projected for completion by the end of November of 2025. The selection process for the single audit has commenced, and a primary focus for the on-campus engagement of the auditor will be the challenging reconciliation of bank statements to achieve balanced trial balance. Are there any questions regarding the audit for 23-24?
How realistic is that date, considering that HLC will be here the middle of November? Maybe I should ask Dr. Linder that as well. Basically, the reason HLC is coming is related to finances.
Yes, ma'am. If I can say, and I am prepared to address HLC. I've worked with them as well as other accrediting agency in the past. Currently, we are a third-party company that is reconciling our end of the year of 22-23.
The audit or the former employee?
Okay, we have a third party.
Third party, the auditor or the former employee?
No, it's not employee. It's a third party company that transfer our balances from one previous year into the next year. And so that's how that has to be reconciled. Where the problem comes in is because we're behind in our audit. We have had a lot of accounts that have opened up and closed that is no longer was part of the fiscal year 23-24. Therefore, when they are doing the transfers in here, it is representing a lot of errors. And so we have to get all those errors cleaned up.
So that didn't really answer my question.
Is it gonna happen?
Before you.
I mean, we have a good shot. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and swear we would definitely get it done. But we have a good shot if we can get these errors cleaned up. We're doing pretty good on the reconciliations. We're getting those progressively. Cause we added, some professional services, but I'll know better in the next week or two.
Yeah,
Let me just put it
today's
that way.
already October 14th.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Linder, anything to add?
Thank you, Dr. Martinez, and thank you, Dr. Shields, for all your work on, not only just on the audit, but everything else that we've been doing. I think that, in terms of our visit from HLC, and in the narrative that we did, they are here for a day and a half, and they are meeting with the finance team during that time. I don't think that that's gonna affect our ability to, whether on that day and a half that they're here, I don't think that's gonna have any impact. We did complete FY 22 and FY 23 audits within a year. And so, and on our sustainability plan, we do not think we will have the audit done before HLC is here.
Thank you. For a
So,
straight answer.
but we do feel that the progress that we've made, that HLC will understand where we are. We've gotten a lot of stuff. We were, when they were here before, we had just completed the FY 21 audit when they were here in September of 23. And so that's with all the work and all the transitions that we have, I think that HLC we'll see that we've made a lot of progress.
Trustee Dominguez, did you have a question?
Yeah, question, not so much a question, a comment.
Thank you.
Dr. Shields, I'd like to thank you and your team for all your hard work. I know it hasn't been easy, you've been transitioning, the former employees leaving, new employees coming in, we've been short. And you're working with what you got. I'm very happy with where we're going and what we're doing in the finance team. I think we've been transparent with the rest of the board. I think the board has approved monetaries for certain companies to do their job. I think it's your guys' job to hold them accountable, or president vendors. We have inquired about information that will help us keep us on track as to what futuristically we need to do in Heritage. Where we're at now is it's a bad spot. We're not caught up. I mean, it's affecting the students. So the board has done their part. We need other people to be held accountable to do their part. But I think the finance team is strong. And we are open for suggestions with the rest of the board members. But I think, given where we're at, I mean, it's not the greatest, we're walking again instead of crawling, so I thank you for that, and, please try and get this audit done for the students, so we can positively impact students in a better manner in the future.
Anyone else have any other questions? If not, then I'll continue with mine.
There you go.
Where you said in an environment that continues to present challenge, that was on page 55, specifically, what are you speaking about?
Well, I'm speaking about the audit, and if I was not clear enough, I do apologize if I was not straightforward within responding to your question, but I thought when I said our field work, just the field work won't be done until the end of November, that meant we would not be done with the audit, by the time when HLC gets here. But the primary thing that challenge that we have is the audit. And of course, we have, as I stated in here, our personnel. We are right now around 65–70%. And, the transition of people leaving and trying to recruit and get qualified people to be able to be on our team continues to be a challenge. And but we're working through it, and it's just a matter of us continue to put as I say I put to the pedal here and trying to get this done. So
Have you ever given us the collateral for the $7 million from the community first?
the collateral.
Yeah, how much they insure?
What I know is, they, insure 50%. We are,
At Southwest,
yes,
that's standard.
yes, that's standard.
So we're talking about $3 million is insured.
Yes, but, as we'll go through my report, I'm looking at some investments that will reduce that even more.
And those are our action items.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one more question. On the Ramp card, it's gonna be able to be used at all stores, not just Walmart.
That's correct.
All.
But it will be associated with our requisition process and our policies and procedures.
Right.
And we'll be able to cut it off at any time. So anybody who's abusing,
There'll be an amount. attached.
yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Dominguez?
Dr. Shields, so, back to my question, is Attain helping you guys pull sufficient material that you guys need for the audit?
Yes, as far as I know, they have been pulling what the auditors,
They're sure pulling money from us, but I mean, are they pulling their weight, is what I wanna know.
well, I don't know about weight. All I know is what has been requested. And they sent a client list. This client list identifies some critical items that needed to be done. Attain responded, quickly, and so we were able to get those done. But we still have several others that we need to get done.
So Walmart did away with their credit card. We had a Walmart credit card here at Luna Community College.
That's correct.
So in that whole time that we've had that Walmart card, now this P card, as Chair Martinez just stated, that you're gonna be able to use it throughout our community.
That's correct.
So in essence, our local community has kind of suffered in a sense because they haven't been given the opportunity to provide a service for Luna Community College, and it goes to the big box stores. And the point I'm trying to make is somebody gonna go out to the local vendors, whether it be contractors, hardware stores, to see what they offer and what they have so that we can give, you want people to come to Luna from your community. Community vendors and businesses want your business too. They want the business, not just the big box stores, is the point I'm trying to make. If somebody's gonna go and look at what every hardware store has to offer, whether it be Hacienda, whether it be Patagoneros, whether it be BTU, I ask from a business standpoint, because I think if you want people to come here, you should share. You should.
Can I say something
Sure.
about that? Thank you, trustee Dominguez, secretary Dominguez. We actually do have purchase orders with, and Pat Romero with BTU and with Hacienda and, Big R. And several of the other, we always do look at that, our facilities looks at that, and we do try to spread that around.
And I'm not
We do
giving,
think about that.
thank you, President Mayor, and I'm not giving any one direction. I wanna be, state for the record, I am not giving any one direction to go anywhere. Let me be very clear about that. But remember, when you shop local, you're helping sustain the economy and the people that, and the workforce that are in our towns.
I agree 100%. And if we're gonna be a stronger institution, that must happen. You know, the stronger they are, the better, Luna will be
And back to
in the future.
one more comment question. I know, Chair Martinez is very, very strong on the money and how it's backed and how it's supported. But as you know, Dr. Shields, from the state, I read that report to you before. Community First Bank is only obligated to protect 50% of its. You know that.
Yes, sir.
Something that's not stated, not said. It looks in hindsight that they're not protecting all their money, or no money's ever protected, only 250,000, you know that.
That's correct.
Protection. So I just wanna be clear about that. When 50% is only encumbered by one institution, that means that that bank has a good track record. That's what that means. So I yield back my time. Thank you, Dr. Seals. Thank you, Madam Chair, President Henry.
If I can share, I talked with the auditor and he said it would be nearly impossible for us to totally get rid of all credit risk. The point that they put it in the audit report is for us to look at it and see how we can reduce our exposure. And that's one of the reasons I talked with President Linder and we discussed some investment strategies, which we are now presenting as action items for us to take to try to minimize that.
Dr. Shields, those investments will be with the local banks,
Yes, sir.
not going out of state.
Yes, sir.
Not here.
Perfect. I remember us discussing that briefly, but you know, I'm strong on keeping our community banks and our community money here.
I know so well.
Still at this point, I promise you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Shields. I yield my time, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Shields. Did you continue?
All right. Yes, under the action items, we will be doing some statutory update, banking interest rates and investment reviews. I would also like to share with you our yellow book and this important update concerning of our compliance framework. Luna Community College has successfully incorporated the government audit standards, commonly known as the yellow book, into its financial practices. The significant step was taken as per the directive of Finance Chairman Mark Dominguez. This integration ensures that our auditing process adhere to the highest standards of accountability, transparency, reflecting a commitment to fiscal integrity and best practices in government accounting. I would like to finally share with my outlook for the college. Luna Community College remains financially stable with a strong foundation for future growth. Strategic investments in academic excellence, infrastructure, and student services are expected to enhance the institution's reputation and attract more community and statewide student body. The outlook for the upcoming fiscal year is positive, with continued focus on financial sustainability and mission-driven initiatives. And including my report before we go into action items, I would like to always share that my appreciation and commendation to the dedicated staff and team members within the finance division for their unwavering commitment and valuable contribution to the compilation and integrity of this monthly finance report. Their hard work and diligence are critical to our ongoing financial oversight. That concludes my report before we go into the
And
action
I think
items.
one thing needs to be said, and the fact that we are in the black, we have no loans that are part of our funding or financial programs. And this board has continued to prioritize that there be money in reserves, so we're way ahead of what we are required to have in terms of reserves. We are always on the lookout for spending extra money that doesn't need to be spent in our view anyway. So just so that we appreciate the fact that the board has continued to be there to monitor everything critically. Thank you.
Dr. Shield, I'm not gonna be giving a report today on finance because you did a tremendous job there. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, sir. And it's coming from you that is truly very much appreciated.
So I would like to go on to the action item, bank signatory update, which requires us to update authorized users where you have been having Dr. Shields, so that you are able to access the accounts and be able to approve files. And I think only you have been added, and we have removed a person who is no longer in the employee of the college. I would like to ask for a motion.
Absolute, I'm Jake.
And
Second.
second, okay. Trustee Medrano. The next item is bank signatory update, which is banking interest rates. Agreements for community purchases. We already talked about that. It's on your list. Yeah.
It needs a minutes to approve it.
They can, or you.
I need the minutes of the name to approve it. They need the minutes to approve
Yeah,
or disenroll somebody. They
they,
cannot do
they
that.
need like a resolution, which is what we're doing now. But anyway, I will, I'll make sure that we list that, Leslie Ann, we do vote. Not yet,
Okay.
we're still in discussion. Okay, so add Dr. Shields. I think he was the only one, right?
Yes,
Would be Donna P.
down to Pina, and then we're correcting the name of Miss Sanchez.
Oh, yeah, because they can.
From Sharice Sanchez to Sharice Arias.
No, from the other way.
Oh. Sharice Arias to Sanchez, okay? So I need a vote.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
Demons. B.
Okay, the next one is discussion motion, action item, bank signatory update, banking interest rates from. It's listed under both, but it actually should only be community first, right, at this point?
Yes, the first one is, community first, and then, we'll go into Southwest.
Okay, so, authorized. That. Motion to approve, which is going to be, at the present, these accounts are maintained as now accounts, which yield an interest rate of 1%. The recommendation is to transfer these funds into money market accounts, which offers a higher rate of 1.75%. Do I have a motion?
I second that.
Thank you, and roll call?
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez,
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez. Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Yes.
Trustee Romando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
And the next one is a Southwest recommended motion to approve changes with Southwest. Interest rate increase proposal. Currently checking account is at 0.20. We recommend the option of transferring to a money market account, which would be 1.25. Which is the most that we can possibly get out of them, I guess.
Yes.
Do I have a motion? I'll make a motion.
I second that, here.
Any other discussion? Then roll call.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Yes.
Trustee Romando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
And the next item is a recommended motion to approve investments with. It says first community, but I think it means community first.
Yes.
From, let's see, $2 million distributed as follows: 6-month CDAR, certificate of deposit, at an interest rate of 3.7. The additional 1 million to a 1-year investment, which is 3.45. Why would it be more for a 6-month than for a 1 year?
Well, that's just the way the market is looking at, the potential for higher interest rates for the first 6 months here, looking at the economy. And they're predicting that the interest rates are gonna decline. So that's why I want to split it and not put all of it in just one. And that gives us a chance in 6 months to review and see if we want to continue to invest. We might just want to hold it and, bring it back and wait till a little bit later. But I thought it'd be best if we split it at this time, particularly since we're looking at also Southwest of doing something similar.
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Question?
Dr. Shields, I don't see an issue with the 6 month. I think, shorter term, better outcome, always better for monetaries. And also, can you reassure the board, we have many in reserve, but not to mention the 3.7, if something were to happen, we wouldn't get capitalized so bad because it's short term. Correct?
We want what now?
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
Penalty, so what are the penalties? Is it real bad on the short term?
If you break it, it depends on I guess a penalty you've been, say, for 30 days, if we would break it, be somewhere right around $1,500, $2,000.
But in hindsight, we have in reserve to sustain this tuition and.
Yeah, the interest on these investments will be going back into the checking account to support our cash flow.
Thank you, Dr. Seuss.
Can I have a motion?
Motion to approve, Madam Chair.
I'll second.
And roll call, Ms. Leanne.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Cortinas. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Senna.
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
Next, item is discussion action item investments for Southwest Capital. The motion is to distribute, to invest a total of $1 million in a 1 year. Actually not 1 million, but 500,000, which is going to earn a rate of 3.15. And an additional 500,000 in a 18-month with a 3.35%. See, that's what I noticed on the other one, was the opposite. And interest will be really positive to the account at Southwest Capital. Do I have any discussion on that? Then can I have a motion?
I recommend we make, we recommend the motion.
Second.
And roll call, Ms. Leanne.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Cortinas. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Senna.
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Seuss.
Thank you, Dr. Shields, and if you're going somewhere, you have a safe trip.
Thank you very much.
If you're enjoying, hurry up back. Miss you already.
And I'm sure you miss us.
Always,
Just with me.
every day.
Say how your,
Say hello to your missus.
say how your lady.
I most certainly will. She controls my activities.
What was it done?
Hey, thank goodness for that.
Good controller.
Next item, Board of Trustees updates. Updates and committee reports, and I'll get started with that in terms of the executive committee. And, they're very dense, we them all, give you some updates. Personnel updates, which you've already got from Dr. Lister. Student housing updates. We are working on a draft housing MOU with Highlands for the spring semester, but long-term plans are going to include meetings with DFA, HED, and Lieutenant Governor Morales in late October to see what our options can be. We have looked at short-term recovery for the Super 8 housing, but this is not going to be applied at this time. The other one is the Food Depot monthly distribution. Currently it's at Rodriguez Park, and they have had some parking problems, so therefore it may be transferred to Luna beginning, November maybe. And part of this has to do with the road that we're gonna talk about shortly. Compliance assurance is gonna be HLC focus visit. And right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in Chicago at the Assessment Academy for HLC, all employees. The next item is student services and financial aid update, which is, doesn't include the attain, but we know it's on there. Plus interviewing 2 candidates in financial aid. So we have 1 person who is going to be remote, right? This Ryan. And,
Yes.
and the other 2 hopefully will be on site. They will. The next item is marketing recruitment and program development. Nursing request for the legislature would be an additional 650,000, which is not an additional request, an increased amount of 141,000. Athletics is an increased request of 387 to add soccer, exactly. And to continue with baseball and softball. Facilities MOU with Santa Rosa to use the woodworking classroom and hopefully get some dual credit students in that program. Luna represented at different places, which we heard about already. Chess project updates, 5-year anniversary on November 14th. Luna Tower mural contest, we have a contest going on to put a mural like here on the tower. I have another question that probably seems out of place, but I just remembered, it's been on my old days after.
No, that's good.
I have to ask things as I go.
Get it off the chest, get it off the chest.
Whatever happened to the sign that we had asked for? The flashing sign, just a small one like West Las Vegas or Robertson.
Dr. Martinez, we have discussed that in facilities and that is still something that we're looking at trying to find the funding for.
Okay, thanks. Next item was discussion item BOT policies and the revisions. And we are looking at recommendations from the attorney for 2100, 2400. This will be reviewed in the November meeting. And 1600, 27, 28, 29, and 3000 will be reviewed now. All other remaining policies, 1500, 1510, 1520, will be reviewed in November, followed by a review to the of changes to the board policy manual in December. Attorney request from trustees, we have asked the attorney to come up with some policies for board, code of conduct, government or employee code of conduct, sanctions, reprimands, videotape, social media policy. The attorney will provide recommendations for review in the November Board of Trustees meeting. Discussion item, fixed assets disposition. Too bad Mr. Quintana isn't here because I remember trustee Medina saying that anytime we dispose of vehicles or any articles like that, and we are maybe would be able to give that money to the foundation. I don't know if that's a possibility, but it certainly is something to think about.
I agree.
If we would have, what was it, $30,000 got for those vehicles? Is that, no, $3,000, 3,000 for 8 vehicles, 2,000 something, well, leave it that. But in the future, we hope we're going to go to comply with state law in terms of what it is that the college is supposed to do. Wellness center, there has been, a request to have a standard wellness calendar so that there's coverage every single hour that it's open. Other updates. Dr. Thompson looking for options for the 98 acres, not so sure about that. Discussing no water usage and luminarias are returning in December.
Good.
Also, we have Luna video ads on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok for CDL and welding. Computer science and other programs are going to have video also. And New Mexico Grow Workforce Development has supported 6,000 students statewide and 94% completion rate. And here at Luna was 131 students for 242,000. The Adobe model home was highlighted in the ATD report. Luna Day at the legislature, January 22nd. Athletes and other student employee groups will be participating in alley cleanup in the month of October. Myself and Ms. Trustee Ortega, possibly, I'm not sure about Mr. Medrano, Trustee Medrano and Trustee Dr. Sena, the CESDP for Pilot University Conference, February the 18th in Santa Fe, and next meeting Tuesday, November 4th. Anything to add? Trustee Dominguez.
Great report. Madam Chair, I don't have anything to add to that. The Vice Chair, he's will not be present, so.
And we're going to not do the finance report.
No, I'm
Dr.
sure
Fields.
Dr. Fields, in the interest of time, I think that, She'll give a great presentation and we're moving along this week. Thank you.
Trustee Medrano, board academic committee meeting.
Yeah, we met on the September 2nd. We met on September 2nd. We discussed one of the line items we discussed for the enrollment updates. And through the daily enrollment, and I think we said that we have enrollment of 725 as of August the 28th to 25. The dual credit of 186 is a 92 of 25. Overall, we discussed the increase was what brought up was there was a 10% increase, which is good. We also discussed the intercession pilot, one intercession that was discussed and it's considered a fast track item. If anybody wants to go out, yeah. And that were mentioned there, cleaners that were there. Also, we discussed, there were meeting for the high school superintendents, West Las Vegas, and East Las Vegas. They discussed about the credit enrollment increase in satellite locations at Springer and Santa Rosa. They also encourage the dual credit students to have concurrent enrollment. Another item is the initiative to use current staff in the CDL, CTE, and welding to teach courses at the satellite locations. And also some of the things that improve communication with the satellites in high school. We thought that was very important for them to stay in touch, communicate with the high schools. We also discussed the breakdown of dual credit enrollment by city and town. Like Loretta research the windmills located in Klein's Corner there to see what counties they are in for potential educational funding opportunities. We didn't really find anything yet, but Trustee Ortega is very concerned and adamant that there might be some in Samuel County. Another item was the financial staffing that was discussed and went away from Dane, and we had covered that in one of the board meetings. Well, we also discussed graduate assistance from NMHU helping with backfield. To help our school students and students. Also discussed the with Ryan Hayes, the Westwood Hayes, financial aid director, or the work day coming up, or work day at FS. Another item we discussed was Rachel Lucero's GA will be helping with FAFSA and retaining training graduate assistants. Chaz will be paying Megan Clinton and will pay to train Brian Russell Hayes. We discussed that. We also discussed improving student experience and sustainability in Title IV. We also, another item we discussed was graduate assistant in admissions and recruitment. I think we discussed that was important for the school, so we can help with this as we continue. Yeah. We discussed the AVP PS candidate, Michael McDowell, on campus. We're excited about him that we started on September 3rd, in person interviews and open forum. Discussed also again selection to be determined by then September. I think it's already taking place. They also discussed that they had appointed or selected 8 students to work in work study, which is gonna help the overall school and the department. Information, another item was informational meeting for directors regarding work study held on September 5th with BPISS to financial aid teams. We discussed also 20 work study positions potentially open for students, so they're still open or could be. We talked about it at some length. It's still open. Discussed presentation to the Office of the State Engineer, Interstate Street Commission Conference in Santa Fe, Santa Fe on August the 22nd by Karen Torres, who attended that conference. We also discussed and talked about working with logistics and new water testers and training for credit, non-credit program. Those are something that we're looking for, that's supposed to look for in the near future, right to it. Reviewing and regulations needed for approval to the HEB, city, county, state, and all areas that may be served. I think they do play a pivotal point, the city, in order for us to serve them. We're looking to credential trainers to teach water programs, certificates, faculty, trainers were needed, so that's another item that we're working on. Another action item was academic calendar for fall of 26, spring of 27. It was approved or voted on. Reviewed the proposal calendars for fall of 26 and 27. And discuss future plans of creating a 3-year academic calendar. The last time that I have here, we talked about work study opportunities for students, and I think there's still opening for that. That's all I have, Madam Chairman.
Thank you. Any questions on additions to that report? The enrollment increase is very interesting because for such a long time we have decreased. Next item is facilities committee report.
I'll give that report, Madam Chair. Our facilities chair is absent today, but we met on Tuesday, October the 7th. And I'm gonna list all of the things because I know it's getting lazy. But some of the projects that were reported in on the buildings were the athletics was 100% complete. The solar building almost 100% done. The preschool is 100% complete. The MEC is 98%. They're finishing up the corners. Auto body should be complete within the next week. Business occupations done by the end of the week. General studies, west facing wall was leaking. Once the roof was replaced, it took care of the leak. We had Progressive, a second roofing company, is in the reconstruction. Will begin the mid or late November to complete the roofs at trades, the cafeteria, the CBDC, and back to automotive building. Recommendations were the tech building mold, recommendations 100% complete. Admin building, the stock was 100% complete. Moved the general studies to CBDC to complete, so Brianna can return to her office before her annual audit. Cafeteria and allied health mold recommendation 100% complete. LCC maintenance staff painting, tech, cafeteria, and allied health after remodeling complete. Preschool kitchen remodel is 100% complete. The year out is general study 75% complete. With boilers is concentration on heating aspects of system due to cold weather coming. Installation of 2 boilers in case one goes back down. Get with these DKG to get vent openings to cold. General studies, historical leak is between swamp coolers and wall. DKG will open entrance into roof. Move unit away from the wall and fix leak. Security cameras. Received the first quote from Mora in requisition phase. Accepting quotes from Honeywell for other cafeteria replacement. Found mechanical plans 1.5 million received. Painting of LCC rocks complete. The sign coming into town. Doctor vendors, student services wall. Call for a mural proposal. We discussed that earlier. Springer site, Matt and Dr. Shields visiting to see the door replacement. RPSP. Presentation approved by board asking for monies to add soccer. We went through that. Still support for capital outlay dispute audit, 2.1 million on geo bonds, $260,000 security cameras, 1 million for governor's universal child care, expanding infant one, separating 2 and 3, extending playgrounds. Memo action requesting retro approval for disposable vehicles, we did that. Dr. Lender spoke to the auditors, Hector Banderas, for advice and recommendations. Interactive approval, then notified the state auditor. City food deposit for, I'm sorry, city food depot for Rodriguez Park, we talked about that, moving the commodities up here. The distribution of food. Santa Rosa Superintendent and LCC have MOB. So students can use the wood, working space and simulators. The luminaries discussed, LCC West Parade is Friday, October 22nd. I'm sorry, October 24th. And LCC Legislative Day is January 22. Oh, there was a recommendation, if we could look into possibly getting, LCC license plates, like Lobos and other universities have, or colleges. And what it would take to be able to get that in process. I believe that's it. Any additions, anybody? No? Our next meeting, yeah.
Good job.
Thank you, trustee Ortega, for the people who, oops, one of our prospective board members just left, and I was gonna remind the 3 of us that are left that today is the day to submit our financial reports to the Secretary of State. Regardless whether we have opposition or not, regardless whether we have money or not, whether we have raised money or asked for money or spent money, we still have to submit, and that system is ugly. We can't, we're not donating to anybody, but we still have to submit a report. Andrea, just so you know, today is the last day that you can submit a report to the Secretary of State. Even though we have no money, we haven't spent any money, we still have to submit a report, and that 6 years ago, that system was terrible. I'm sure it has been changed. Thank you. Today is the day. Yep. I don't know. Friday, I haven't done it yet. But I could tell you one thing, this morning that I was calling to see if everybody had to, whether you have raised any money or spent any money, the line was busy, so I think everybody's asking the same questions. So you won't get any help. And
Where do you do it here?
you have to do it online, Secretary of State.
You have to do it online.
You mean you have never done it?
I did, but I had help at the courthouse.
Oh, yeah, no, but you have to, well, you could probably go get help, I don't know, but basically, you have to do it on yourself. Okay, next item is discussion and action item of the policies. And we still have an agenda. We better not take all of them. For the next time.
You mean, yeah.
I don't know, do we need to go through them?
Please don't get it.
Those are gonna be 23. And there's only 16, 17, 27, 28, and 29. And the other issue is that we're gonna have to go back to 16 because a new law was passed where we have to have an annual training by the legislature required because of, by higher education, because of the issues that happen at Western New Mexico College. So we can't even approve 1,600, Leslie Ann, without including that item in there because it's not there, we're required, it's legal issue. So we'll have to dispense with 1,600 and table that one. For revisions. So meetings of the board. Do we need to do, oh, let me wait for trustee Dominguez to come back, because otherwise we'll have to go back over the whole
Madam
thing.
Chair, 1,700 will be reviewed in our September meeting.
Okay, so that one's approved.
That one is done.
Okay, so just 2,700.
Yes.
Individual board members may not speak on behalf of the board. The policy does not reduce the right of individual board members to speak publicly about college matters in their capacity as citizens. Board members shall remain aware that over the course of service, they will receive information that may be confidential as allowable by law or policy. Such matters include personnel related issues and those subject to attorney-client privilege. Any public statements about college business made by the board will be made by the chair or a designated representative designated by the board. Statements shall include announcements and or responses to the media. Before giving any public comment, individual board members may specifically state that they are speaking as individuals and not on behalf of the board or college. The president is permitted to make public statements about college business in the course of official duties. So do we want to go through each one and make a motion individually? Or do it all at once? Are you? Okay. Next item, so that's 2,700. Any problems with that?
I don't.
Okay, 2,800 board travel. Board members may, I think I'll just have everybody read it on their own.
Yeah.
In the interest of time, Dr. said nothing. And this per diem and mileage has been revised, right? Cause I still don't get any money.
What changes were made there, Madam Chair?
There's no changes to this right
To
here.
the state, these we go by the state.
We
Yeah.
just go by the state policy.
The only thing it was done, it was updated, because what we had there previously wasn't correct, was no longer correct. Out of state travel must be approved by consent to the board.
Same as the state travel.
Yes. And compensation shall be included as an item of the college annual budget. All travel related reimbursements for trustees shall occur as outlined by the college policy on travel and reimbursements. Any questions about that or revisions?
Can I just make a suggestion is that because we did approve a new travel policy that Leslie, we should look at line 10. And just make sure that that follows the new travel policy that the board approved last year. Right, and it might not be section 7 item E. It's the new travel policy that was.
And you can ask Justin.
Yeah.
All right, so other than that, 27,
And the
2,800 is fine.
same on line,
Yeah, sorry, it was.
same on line 2.
Right, yeah.
So. I think if we,
Did you get that, Leslie?
They did.
Okay, 2,900 ethics and conflict of interest.
not doing that.
Oh, no.
Just some, that's the most important one, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, for one, we're waiting until November.
We have
No, we
to,
are okay with this one.
You signed
And
No.
that should be the most important one in there.
No, this is the one where we asked the attorney to give us a new policy.
it. I see.
Oh,
It's not this one, so we should
because
not,
of the ethics issue,
yes.
so we're not gonna do this one. So that one is tabled.
Okay.
And that includes the code of ethics and contracts involving board members and confidential information. Okay. I don't know, we'll think about it in the future.
That's what you want.
Yes, of course. For now, we'll just hope that he gives us something to look at prior to the November meeting. Maybe do it in executive committee, academic committee, facilities committee, and look at them there.
It's just kind of odd because we're approving some, not some, I'd like to approve them all at the same time, but I gave you my opinion on it.
We've been approving as we go along.
I just,
We would have to have one board meeting for 5 hours.
no, not really that, I'm sure.
Okay,
Very happy to
consultation,
wait for a couple hours.
consultation with legal counsel policy number 3000. I don't think anything has been made. There have been no revisions, no changes on this. Am I correct, Leslie?
Correct.
And I think the important thing here, a request made by consensus of the board during an official meeting. Request must be made in writing by the trustees to the board chair. The president shall submit the same to the legal counsel, for the appropriate answer shall be made in writing and transmitted through the president to the board.
What are you saying, Madam Chair? I know we have to submit in writing on one legal opinion, is that what you're
Yes.
saying?
Yes,
And it has to be approved by the president?
no. Upon receipt, the president shall submit the same to the legal counsel of the college. For the appropriate answer, which answer shall be made in writing and transmitted through the president to the board.
But you have the right, Madam Chair, the chairman, to contact the attorney at any given time.
Yes, but it's
It doesn't say
possibly,
that in the policy.
Well, we need to put that in
I
policy.
think it's in the policy at the beginning, isn't it?
Doesn't matter, you can put that in
That's
policy.
what, if you
Don't
want
tie
to
your
put
hands,
that in,
sir.
it needs to be in right there.
Don't tie your own hands, Madam Chair.
I thought it was in the part of the duties of the board chair,
It's a,
You look.
but
The
I don't know,
attorney
I
is
don't
a
have
board-
to.
it's a board attorney, not a school attorney.
That language.
Here it is.
Don't tie your own hands, Madam Chair. You don't. Tie your own hands, where did I get it from? Hold on, we're going to. Smart reads. That's all. What, you guys? You know, Trump. It's in the original policy, Madam Chair, and I think we're taking, it seems like we're
I don't
taking
think
that
it's
out.
there.
This is the original policy, right?
That one, is it? Well,
This is not a change, this is, what, this right here is what is correct.
I
This
think
is
we
the
need to
correct
add that,
policy.
Madam Chair, in the policy.
Yes, because it isn't in there. It's not in the beginning where the duties of the chair are.
Oh, that's the
So we will table that one.
table up, Madam Chair, very great. It would be policy 3000.
Yes,
Don't you guys agree?
Yes,
Don't you guys agree? Consensus? Buy a good Walmart, get away with their credit card, that's nice. So they went for that goal, right?
you were tabling 1,600, we're tabling 3,000, we're also tabling 2,900. So the only one that we are approving at this point is going to be 27 and 28.
28, depending on if the language matches the current.
Right.
Thank you for that.
But,
Yes,
well, we don't really need to table it. We're just gonna make sure it's consistent with what is legal. Okay. Next item,
So, yeah, so we're gonna have a motion to approve those.
yes, yeah. So. Let me go back again. 1,700, which was reviewed. 2,700 and 2,800. May I have a motion?
But just 27 to 28, because we've already.
But we didn't vote, did we?
Yes.
I thought we only reviewed it.
No, we voted.
Okay. Then just 27 and 2,800. Can I have a motion?
Madam Chair, Dr. Phillips.
No, wait, let me get a motion. Okay. And Rosalie is gonna second.
Okay, now,
Dr. Sena.
The motion is to approve 27, 26,
27, 28.
You guys see that new looking board up there?
Oh, yeah, that's the other comment that I wanted to make.
there?
I was
Yes.
just mentioned that every time.
Hey, just when, two people are gonna be replaced, we put the pictures up.
I only put up photos of the new people. I'm not replacing, I kept Dr. Senna's photo the same and I
Right.
kept trustee Medina's photo the same.
Right.
If I can have mine, I want to sell it.
Okay.
And I borrowed.
Can we use it to?
Add it to the wall.
We're gonna find buyers? Why do we take down trustee grounds? How's that? Why do we take down that?
Because she passed away and he replaced her.
Yeah, it's only people up here.
I know, so we're talking about-
Picture back up there.
Well, okay, so this up here are the current trustees.
Okay.
And so we are looking at trying to get this so that we have former trustees. These are all, there's quite a few
That aren't up there.
that are not up there. So
There's
that has not been.
There's a lot.
That, yeah, that's not been the practice since these ones have been put up here.
Since the last one.
They have only been putting the current trustees up here, so they have a plan, but it's taking longer than we had hoped.
I usually have numbers behind my picture, otherwise I'm gonna have like type numbers.
So now we have a motion
Madam Chair,
and we need a roll call.
Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes,
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez,
You know this?
trustee
Oh,
Peter
yeah.
Carmina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Jenna.
Yes. Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
I know what you're
next-
thinking about there.
next item. Want to interrupt?
Oh, I didn't know, I was just thinking of comment. It's yours.
Well, the floor is yours.
It's ours.
Okay, next item is the president's report. Before you start, Dr. Linder, in your report of October the 5th, your weekly report, you mentioned NMA2 athletics. I just wondered what the relevance.
No, it was a typo. It was really not,
I figured,
but I fixed it in this.
Was that was
It
a
was just
teacher?
a typo.
Not a moron?
I figured, I said, why are we doing NMA2 athletics?
It was a typo.
Why are you gonna try to catch it?
Because I did, that's why.
Teacher. You're from what?
That was.
So that's the
that I
thing.
fixed in my report.
Okay, president's report.
All right.
Go ahead, Dr. Linder.
Thank you, Chair Dr. Martinez. I think that the board did such an amazing job with all the facilities, with all the committee reports. And I looked through my report and was trying to see if there's anything in my report that had not been reported out by the committee reports. And there are just a couple things. I think everything else was mentioned, just a couple things. We did submit the 2025 Strategic Enrollment Management plan, and that is on our website. Trustee Ortega and Chair Dr. Phyllis Martinez mentioned the RPSB, and Trustee Ortega mentioned the capital outlay. The recommendation by the HED, we also mentioned the NM Grow. So I really am going to stand for any questions that people may have about my report, just in the interest of time. I think that if there are some reports of directors that are in there that have some good information. And but I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
I have a question, what's the status on the food depot distribution? Have you signed an MOU yet?
No, so Matt Riego went out there on Friday. And I have not had a chance to debrief with him yet and see if we're gonna do that.
Go ahead.
President Linder, how are we doing on our food? Not by their pantry or what's it called?
So we actually do have we have funding from the New Mexico, Las Vegas, New Mexico Community Foundation. That gave us funding for that, and so right now we have enough money. We also do partner already with a food depot that we get food at either free or at a reduced cost. And then the other thing that we do have is that the Luna East that's on Wednesday, the faculty and staff can go to that lunch and pay $5, and that money also goes back into the program. So we are still supporting 3 food pantries on campus, one over in the cafeteria, one in this building, and one in the administration building. And we're also supporting the Luna Eats Monday and Wednesday lunches, so that's really a good thing.
Have the students who don't have housing that didn't get housing in baseball, softball.
We provide.
The other students, wait, are they taking advantage of that one?
They do.
Okay.
So are we providing any hygiene on those pantries?
So we do have, Crystal Western Board has an agreement that we provide feminine products as well. We got a grant with that and, and
Nail products.
what?
Nail products.
No male products. You have to go to the Department of Health for those.
Don't.
Okay, let's
And
go
that
on.
was like, yeah, I don't know how you interpreted that for the vendor, but you went off of that thread.
Well, I'm not,
But
There's only one interpretation in my opinion.
Not really, not really.
sorry.
So
So
I just thought like soap and shampoo and.
there is soap and
Deodorant.
shampoo and
You became
we get that, sorry.
college. You were
So
in college.
we do provide all hygiene products in our food pantries. They have soap, shampoo, toilet paper. We get those through the Food Depot.
Maybe I should have explained myself that a
Yes.
doctor's degree didn't allow you to come.
Well, we got to the nitty-gritty.
Obviously, but.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Sorry.
I didn't mean to imply anything.
Very good.
Okay, so
Continue.
any other questions about
Yes,
it?
I saw this HLC survey dates for 27-28 comprehensive visits. So the following dates are possibilities: November 15th, 2027, October or November 8th. It's October, November 8th. Page 29, you report. On top.
Yes,
For which is it?
we haven't heard yet. We had to give dates. We had to give 2 dates in the fall and 2 dates in the spring, and they haven't gotten back to us yet.
Okay, for April 10th, 2028 or March
It
27th.
will be one of those 4 days.
Okay.
We just had to provide
This
the
is
dates.
the comprehensive visit from HLC.
Yes,
Okay. Oh, but that's now. This is for next year and the year after.
this is the comprehensive, just,
A year and a half, yes, a day and a half. And they don't want to talk to the board, thank goodness.
no, that's for the focus visit, but for the comprehensive visit, they will talk to the board.
Any other questions?
I have a question for Dr. Lennon. Do we give free flu shots for the students now that they're starting to offer?
So that is not something that, our nursing students are in a position to be able to do that, administer. They did help with COVID vaccines back during the pandemic. But our students can go to Walgreens or another pharmacy and get, shots.
Would it be possible to bring someone on campus
I can check.
just to make them available? Some people don't go to Walgreens or Walker pharmacy.
You get a flu shot.
I do it. Yes,
I got it one time, I'm not gonna lie, that's the sickest I've ever been in my
I've
life.
never been sick.
Jesus.
Never get a good sorter. Never did, but it's done. Never go.
Yeah, so I guess.
And the other thing
People didn't learn.
I thought was interesting is the MOU for Rodriguez Park. That's already done for the baseball, softball.
They did an MOU in the summer, we renewed our MOU this past summer.
And the other thing is renderings for potential softball and baseball field. Gee, I wish, oh, I'm still on the board when that happens. How
You will be.
much money did we get? Has there any been any blank to submit a request for funding?
There are requests, Dr. Thompson and Athletic Director Crunch have been working on that, but they have not presented a plan to me as yet.
And the other thing I was interested in is trap shooting to the Luna Athletic offerings. Might as well, everybody else shoots back there, right?
That way, right?
Oh, which way?
That way.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm from Warren, not.
No, I'm not just here for moral support, I'm just here for logistics.
a shooting range near the campus. This is something Dr. Patterson had talked about as well. And,
Do you wanna have a shooting range?
I'm not.
That'll be. Dr. Thompson. How are you, sir?
Did he wake up?
I thought that, he looks like he was.
He was
I indulged in a conversation, aren't you?
We have such a horrible sound system in here, I have to really focus,
Maybe you should get a grant to get us one.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, try to grant.
Okay.
Focus.
We need a new one.
The other day you were dozing off. Okay, Luna Invitational, Round Robin. Did this happen?
Yes, we did have that.
And
And you also did on your,
Yeah, I got
table
that.
get your schedule.
the bus just had a minor problem, right? It was a loose post. And they actually came home on the bus.
No, they didn't end up.
Oh, cows brought them,
The house bus ended up bringing it.
but that's been fixed anyway.
So yes.
And, any other questions on Dr. Linder's report? There's a lot on here. Okay, then, if nothing else. We'll go on to. Discussion, action item, retroactive disposal of, approval of the vehicle disposition. So I have a question, if we wouldn't have brought this up, wouldn't have been done?
I wasn't aware that, when I looked into it, we hadn't done it correctly. If you hadn't brought it up, then maybe somebody might have brought it up and we would have brought it at that time. So thank you so much for bringing that up.
Do I have a motion to approve retroactive approval of vehicle disposition?
I assume, Chair?
Second.
And that's the annual call.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez,
I'm gonna say yes, but with conditions that it never happens again.
Madam Vice Chair Luis Portillos, Secretary Mark Dominguez,
Madam Chair, if I may,
Yes.
I'm gonna vote no on this, and I was gonna abstain from voting with reasoning, but I can give a vote of no with reasoning, and that's what I'm gonna do now. So. It was brought forth by you, Madam Chair, by trustee Medina, and I even questioned it as well, so that he sent paper along to the state auditor for fixed assets. The problem I have with it is not to go against the grain on the college or against the lender, but we cannot set a precedence of doing things and then going back retro and trying to fix them. We live in a day in the modern age that things are you hit delete or you hit enter. There's substantially knowledge out there that can be acquired or a simple phone call to the state auditor or to our internal auditor that we have, Satio and Brown to ask these kind of five questions. If you don't know, ask. That's what I always said. So I am not gonna support this action. If you guys support it, that is fine. But I will not. Thank you, Madam Chair, for my time. I don't think I'm back.
Yes. Okay, thank you, trustee Dominguez and Dr. Martinez for giving me the opportunity to respond to that. If you do look at the bottom of page 35, I do mention the corrective actions that were taken and by this and we have issued that we will be, we've initiated steps to make sure that internal policies and procedures are updated and strictly followed to prevent reoccurrence and I take responsibility for not doing this and approving this, not approving it correctly. I have acknowledged that I took that responsibility, but Am I gonna make a mistake in the future? I might. I'm not probably about this. I'm not gonna make a mistake about this. But
No, this again, you won't.
no, I won't. But, you know, I can't guarantee that my employees or me will not make this mistake in the future. And so what I'm asking you to do, and I think I've given you a pretty good rationale, background, a comprehensive review of the corrective action that we're taking and trying to correct this. And I don't know any other ways that I can act other than to try to correct when we make a mistake.
Thank you.
President Linder, I wanna thank you for acknowledging, the erroneous mistake, as you would say, for me, it's just a mistake, but if you wanna get back before you deserve the purpose, but it is what it is, but having that said, we need to do the best that we can for our students, and if that means either auctioning off or even getting that monetaries and putting them to the hardship fund, we have fiscal oversight. You run the institution, we govern the institution. We need to do the best that we can with whatever education you have, whether it's a doctor's degree, common sense, anything of that stature. So I would just add futuristically that you do more homework, do your due diligence and put best practice forward to benefit the student. And I understand you taking accountability for this matter, and I thank you for that. But I'm still gonna vote no, and I yield my time back to you, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you. Continue roll call, Leslie Ann.
I've got a point of information. Where did we say that 3,000 is going to point?
No, I'm sorry, it was 2295.50. It went into our general fund.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, what comes that money be put into the hardship fund or put somewhere else, or does it have to go over to that? I guess that would have been a question for Dr. Shields, does it have to go into the general fund, why can't we put it somewhere else for the students?
That would be governed by where the funding came from, where it has to go back.
So maybe that's what that's, okay, thank you, Madam Chair, thank you for.
Continue.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
Thank you. And the next item is abandonment request for county road on LCC campus. That one is background and rationale. Paved roads around the college are in desperate need of repair. We have identified grant opportunities through the DOT to fund those improvements, but the application deadline is early December. A challenge to securing the funding is the current ownership structure. San Miguel County legally owns certain roads, even though LCC is responsible for their maintenance. To be eligible for the DOT grants, the college must have ownership of the roads to acquire site control. This step, identify and facilitate the process for the county to officially abandon these segments. So all we're doing is asking for a request for the county to abandon.
Yes, Chair Dr. Martinez, thank you for the opportunity to discuss this a little bit more. We did not have a map of the, we didn't get a map and confirm exactly until actually just this morning. I've been working with Robert Archuleta, but the road that we're talking about is this road when you enter at the roundabout, right here.
Well,
At the roundabout over here. I think.
just the.
The regular road that comes
That's
up,
on the top
yeah.
to the stop sign, and so I do have it on my phone if anybody wants to look at it, but we're talking. It is. Drive at the entrance gate to Luna Community College, north of the intersection at North Luna Drive. So Luna Drive, I think, ends at so that it's the stop sign, so it's the roundabout to this first stop sign over where we're gonna either go left to go out, you know, over to Maria Pais or not. So it's that section of the road right now, we have been maintaining that road. However, it is on the county books that that the county owns it. So we would like to request officially that site control for that road so that we could apply for funding to get that road repaired.
And so that we can have it cleaned properly when there's snow, right?
We're currently maintaining that road.
So that's why we end up having to go 2 hour delay. We don't have sufficient infrastructure or
Now,
equipment.
most of the time when we go on a 2 hour delay is that the road 144, when you turn left and you come up the hill, that is a county road and they do maintain that.
President Linder, let me ask you a simple question. So are you wanting to, as you come up the hill from that stop sign that's right there in the Blumen Drive where the intersection is to go to the wellness center
No,
and left over here, are we gonna maintenance that road
No.
from there to the gate?
no, I'm only talking about the road within the Luna campus.
Just the road for Blumen Drive?
I'm only talking about the road right over here between the MAC and Student Services and LRC. Yes.
Roundabout and up to the stop sign.
Right when you enter the campus from the top to this stop sign.
Have you by chance, President Linder, I know it's in its early stages and that's what we'll use. Have you had an assessment done or communicated with the county officials to see, the monetary that would encumber or bring of someone revenue to the institution if we were to take over that road? It would probably help for the DOT to be able to.
That's
And that's what I'm trying to do, is request for funding. That's what we're trying to do, is request funding from the DOT. So there's a grant opportunity in December to request funding. Because, so what we need to do, that would be only on Luna campus. But this section of this road right now, even though it's on the Luna campus, is not designated Luna property, it's designated county property. However, they've never maintained, well, I don't know if never, but for the last many years, we have been the ones maintaining this road.
So, yeah.
Any other discussion?
I have one comment, Madam Chair, is, trustee Gary Medina working with you on this? Since he is a county commissioner?
He was on the facilities committee that approved it.
It was suggested by the facilities committee.
Yes,
It was suggested. right?
it was reviewed by the facilities committee.
Yeah, they didn't take action.
Okay, recommended motion. I need someone to make a motion that the Board of Trustees authorize the president to formally request that the San Diego County, abandon county roads located on the Luna Community College campus. So there may be more than one, all of these little roads that run.
No, it's just this one, though. We didn't have clarification when we wrote that memo, but it is just this one road.
Okay, so,
Rest of it is.
so do I have a motion?
Let's make that form of motion. Madam Chair.
I'll say.
Okay.
Okay, and roll call.
Who seconded, sorry.
Those two.
Let's see,
Make the motion.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Rolando made the motion and Rosalie second.
Thank you. Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Louise Cortez. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next item and not least of all is Vice President of Academic Services report presented by newly employed at Luna Community College after a few years lapse. Mr. Michael Montoya.
Come back with me with no introduction.
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the board, and Dr. Linder.
And Associate VP of Student Services. Thank you.
Thank you for that introduction, and thank you all for the opportunity to come back and serve at Luna Community College. I'm excited. I hit the ground running. Shout out to the Student Services Division and the rest of the college campus for sure for giving me a warm welcome back. I have missed the hill, so I'm glad to be back. And, things are looking great so far. I completed my first week and I was happy to return back this week, so things are good. In respect of everyone's time and the time of our board meeting, you all did receive a copy of Vice President Dr. Romero's report. And at this time, I stand for any questions regarding the report.
Mr. Montoya, let me remind you that you are very qualified. You need nothing more. You've done very good for a lot of students and have impacted a lot of lives. And I think you know that, but we're very glad to have you back. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you, Trustee Dominguez.
I just wanted to know, you left over here, you were part of financial aid, what did you do at Highlands?
So, after leaving Luna, I worked at St. John's College as the Associate Director of their Financial Aid Department for a while. And then I transitioned back to New Mexico Highlands, which I served as the Associate Registrar for New Mexico Highlands University for the last 3.5 years.
So you were Dr. Romero's right hand there too?
Left hand, as Dr. Romero is a left-handed individual, so I like to say that I'm her left hand. But yes, I worked alongside Dr. Romero both at New Mexico Highlands and here at Luna in our previous tenure, and we're excited to be back together as part of Dr. Linder's team, so we can continue the great work that has been done up here. And hopefully we can expand on areas that we do need improvement, and we are excited to make sure that we make a positive change under the direction with Dr. Linder leading our team.
So I have one question, and I don't know if you can help us with that. What is the status of the LANO programs? Right now, we have welding, what is the status for the future?
The chairwoman, Dr. Martinez, I don't have an answer for that right off the bat. What I can do is I will communicate this question to Dr. Romero and make sure that we provide you an answer at the next board meeting.
Thank you. Go ahead.
We're getting so far advanced in technology, Mr. Montoya. Do we foresee any future working with law enforcement and possibly needing a drone? Curriculum here through the community college, I mean, it's taking off, and I've been asking for it since I left here, since I came in 2018, since I had the opportunity to be a friend. And Mr. Francisco Apolaca was trying to work on that, but there was some legality issues, but I don't know where it stands now. I just think, I don't know if any other institutions are doing it, I couldn't tell you per se, but if not, I can be the first, and it's cost effective, and it will increase enrollment, and it's deeply seeking, and we can turn students out to homeland security and defense and tactical implementations. I think it's a great thing, but I don't know where it will, but you know.
Trustee Dominguez, thank you for your question. Trustee Dominguez and members of the board, it is something that I am not aware of at this point, but as mentioned before, I will bring this to Dr. Romero's attention and definitely work alongside her to see what we can do to possibly bring a program similar to this to LCC.
Yeah, and I don't know if our hands are tied because of budget constraints or because of new curriculum that we can't go forward because of audit reasons. So that might be another reason, and I'm President Linder, we brought it to her attention. I don't know where it's gone, but that might be part of the reason, so. Hopefully moving forward, we can get caught up on audits and so, thank you.
And I have another question about the New Mexico Corrections Department MOU. What, do you have any idea what the status on that one is for business class?
So the last, excuse me, Chairwoman Martinez and members of the board and Dr. Linder, the last I heard is the MOU is under review. We are checking how financial aid does play a part in this. We want to make sure that we're crossing all our T's and dotting our I's before we move forward with anything like this. We'll also be able to, I'll communicate this information to Dr. Romero as well, and we will provide more detailed information at the next board meeting.
So, the corrections department wouldn't pay for the students, they would have to get financial aid?
Well, students who are currently incarcerated are eligible to receive New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship as long as these students have met the qualifications, which include being degree seeking, have been fully admitted, and a couple of other qualifications. Those are what we are reviewing currently because we want to make sure that we don't crossed any lines that we shouldn't.
Okay, and the other question I had would have been for Mr. Gene Martinez, but he left, but maybe you can answer. So we heard about this situation where they had a skills competition and none of the welcome students attended. And we heard about it from a previous board member. Boy, we got an earful. Has he made any future plans to make sure that he takes these welding students who have passed their certifications and are doing a great job to take them to a skills competition?
Madam Chair, I'm not aware of that, but I do recall the skills competitions that we used to participate in the past. It will be something that I bring to Dr. Romero's attention, and I would be happy to get working with the programs as well to hopefully get our students participating back in those skills competitions to represent our college.
Okay, yeah, we heard about from a former board member that he was the only one there and there was kids from all over the place, from all junior colleges, participating and competing, and there was no one from Luna, so it.
Madam Chair,
Sad situation.
Madam Chair, she touched on that we did have past winners from representing Luna, so I would definitely.
Yeah, when you were here.
Yes, and I would definitely encourage that we get back and participate with them.
Okay, so if you have Dr. Romero, give us an update on that, she'll be giving us updates on pre-active.
Perfect.
Anything else?
Madam Chair, well, when I'm going to join your events and instructor of cosmetology and barbering, we did have a second place winner at nationals
In cosmetology?
in cosmetology. Rebecca, because we got to think of her name. Yeah, and also the automatic they placed, I don't remember how many times. But I attended the state competition and then we went to nationals. And we were very well represented there in auto body and cosmetology. Now, they did compete in the welding at the state, but I don't think they ever made it to it. But yeah, that is an experience that, oh my God, I asked about it. I asked the cosmetology here if they were still participating, but I think the lack of interest now is that they need a lot of financial backing. When I was here, we did the fundraisers, but we had a lot of students on campus. So when we had a bake sale, we had 300-400 people buying stuff. Now you don't see that kind of activity on campus. So it'd be harder. And then I think the last, and the board members, I think Dr. Sena, maybe President Martinez, they had a stipend for the instructors. And then Anthony was one of them, and I think Jermaine. But I think we need to review that to make it feasible, not just for the instructor, but for the students. Because, yeah, we took some heavy titles there. I have the silver medal as the instructor participating with that student at World. We also had one of the ladies that was a member of that state board she's retired now, but she used to be an instructor for CNM out of Albuquerque, Clarabelle. Heard. She would generally ask me to go and judge at state when we didn't have students participating. But she also wanted me to possibly go on to the world competition, the national competition. And usually it's in Kansas City. But at any rate, I'm going on. I wish I would come back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Lion probably go. So, yes.
Dr. Martinez, do you want to answer about the land question?
Yes.
I can, we had land site visit a couple weeks ago. And, to quote Rebecca Estrella, you guys are rock stars. They are so proud of the welding students. Land changed their terminology a couple of years ago. It's the Plutonium Defense Workforce Initiative, no longer identifying it as Hispanic specialization, et cetera, whatever you want to DEI it. And so they have money, even at the meeting, we were talking about the need for electricity, et cetera. And they said, what if we give you the money to do it? And we'll accept it. You know, they are looking at ways to underwrite this welding budget every day. And we already have commitments. We've got to dot the i's, cross the t's. For the next 2 years, they already have planning for the next 2 years. So 4 years out, we're looking at anywhere from $250,000 to $300,000 is what the goal is for the welding program. So welding, Lano are good partners, good partners.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And on page 48, there's a list of APQ track 80 Northeast New Mexico. Can you explain that? First time I ever see it.
Madam Chair, these are events that we host, that the high schools are hosting. They're broken up into different regions of Albuquerque, since Albuquerque has so many different high schools. What we do within the admissions and recruitment department, we do split our recruiters to attend both tracks to hopefully, be able to interact with students from all high schools within the metro area.
So somebody from Luna was at each of these places.
That is correct.
Just one question and comment, Madam Chair, if I may. Mr. Montoya, do you foresee in the future that possibly we're gonna bring back robotics for our students and for the summer to compete on Francisco here? I don't know who's running that department now, but Francisco is here. Our kids used to go compete, and then we had like the early childhood kids that would come on campus during the summer, and they'd get in shirts to identify them. I believe they had chaperones. Do you know if anything like that's been in the works or been talked about, or if you guys are still just too busy with some other things just trying to fix? I'm sure I don't mean to overwhelm you guys, but I do want to grasp those young kids and robotics. I don't know one kid that doesn't like robotics. I mean, they all have these little game controls. But if there's something that we could do for our youth, or the kids that do a lot, I know there's a cutoff window of so many students, so there's something to do for our youth, I think.
Trustee Dominguez, members of the board, and President Linder, we haven't talked about that. I do recall the programs that used to be here. Currently, right now, me getting out the gate is assessing the departments that I'm overseeing, trying to see what I can do to improve these areas, especially within the financial aid department, being one of my main priorities. And I would like to thank the board for extending the time with the team. This is going to allow us to transition softly. As a former financial aid officer and director, it is a big program to tackle, so their help has been tremendous. I already started working with them. I'm working with the Mr. Augusto Hayes. We did recently hire another staffer who will be on site within the financial aid office, in which I will be assisting in training as well. And then we are working to hire an additional person for on-campus, the office, to make sure that the office is fully staffed here with us. So these programs that you speak of, including robotics and skills, those are all on our radar. But they are goals of ours to achieve once we can get other things in place that we need to make sure that the college is running as smoothly as possible for our students.
Thank you.
Wouldn't it be nice if Rochelle would do a return to work? Trustee Ortega?
Ortiz. I have one more suggestion. I know Mesa Lands is known for their windmill training because they have to hire locals or people that are gonna live here in the area. And, as far as the maintenance for the windmills, they have to hire a lot of staff. But Mesa Lands is a tributary. I don't know that any other, community college is offering that. You might look into that because it'd be closer here if we could educate our locals to work at Klein's Corners. That field there is tremendous. They're gonna hire a lot of people on that.
Trustee Ortega, members of the board, and Dr. Linder, I will relay that information to Dr. Romero. As previously mentioned, I know that my goal here is to get things fixed, running correctly for our current students. Prior to us expanding as best as we can, I know we're all eager to jump in there and expand, but we gotta fix what needs some fixing, because I'm not gonna say it's broken. We just need to fix it a little bit better to ensure that our students are successful, and students will always be the forefront. When working with myself and Dr. Romero and Dr. Linder, we want to make sure that our students have the most pleasant experience here at Luna. And we all know that the best form of advertisement is word of mouth. So we want to make sure that our students are able to go out to their communities and to our respective communities to share a positive narrative about what great things are happening here on our campus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions from Mr. Montoya? From Mr. Montoya. Then the next item is executive session. Do I have someone who could read the, they do, yes, it's usually Kenny, so can somebody else who can review for a motion?
I don't know if those shoes can be filled, Madam Chair, but I
don't know.
attempt at it.
Okay, go ahead.
Madam Chair, I move that we move into executive session and limited personnel matters pertaining to the president's contract evaluation review as permitted by NMSA 1978, section 10-15-1 H2 as amended of Local Meetings Act.
At which time no action will be taken.
I wish that no action will be taken if you want me to.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
I'll second it.
And roll call.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Sena.
Yes.
Trustee Roberto Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
Hold on.
Thank you, Dr. Senator, for letting me do it.
Okay, well, recess, is that everyone? Do what? Okay, back to order. I would like to request a motion to come back to regular order.
Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion, bring us back into regular session, coming from executive session, and to diminish personnel matters pertaining to the president's contract evaluation. Review as permitted by NSA 1978, section 10, 15, that one H2 as amended of the open meetings act, where no
Action.
action will be.
Okay, thank you, and motion and a second.
And I say, second that, Madam Chair.
Okay. And roll call.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez.
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez,
Yes.
trustee Kennedy Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Senna,
Yes.
trustee Rolando Medrano,
Yes.
trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes,
And before we adjourn, Ms. Rosalie, could you give us a little short report of the balloon fiesta?
yes, I wanted to report that, Luna is well represented at the Balloon Fiesta. The city of Las Vegas allowed us to share their tent to give out information and they had videos and our Luna staff does an excellent job. They were all set up, very well prepared. I have to say kudos to that gentleman that represents the city of Las Vegas. He's fabulous. He's a Chuck. He's a historian and he gets the people's attention and then he just runs along. I have learned so much working that booth twice already. This is the second year. But they also sponsored the little balloons and they have cards made out for them. I mean, they're really, they do so much. And very well.
Are we gonna be going to board meeting of the city to thank them, do you know, that the work's done, sir?
I don't know, but we need to send them a big thank you for allowing us to share it.
See what they can personally get on the city
No,
or
we,
public comment or.
then you have to violate the open meetings act or put out a notice. Why don't we just send,
Send them a nice, yeah.
yes, but why don't we send them like a certificate or some kind of an acknowledgement? Like a letter of acknowledgement?
Were they,
If you put it together, I'll attend the reading and thank them for it.
I'll go to.
Yeah.
I will be at the council meeting tomorrow night and I could
Oh,
express
it's
that.
too,
that's a good.
it's too soon to put out a letter for tomorrow
Tomorrow, I
night.
do a letter.
So do you want
So,
to, you wanna join her tomorrow night?
Thank you.
Or, I mean,
I-
we could get on the agenda in a November meeting.
We can go to public comment. We can go on public comment.
because since it is so close.
I mean, yeah, there is time for public comment.
Okay, so that was on Thursday, the 9th. And then I attended the Santa Rosa Homecoming Parade as well. And Luna was well represented there too. The staff was giving out candies and stuff, so. And of course, always have a lot of literature with information. So, good job. It was a really good parade and well represented, like I say, very positive. There was a lot of local activity there, which is appreciated. It's good. In my opinion, my personal opinion, it's good to see Luna logos at those activities because so oftentimes the voters that pay the taxes say, well, where's our money going? Well, when they see activity and representation, it means a lot. It's an answer to where the money is going. But, yeah, that was very well represented. Well, report on the activities going on this weekend will be in Santa Fe. I was Chair Martinez and myself, so we'll report that when we get back.
Okay. Next item is going to be announcement on date, time, and location of next BOT meeting. Prior to a meeting on Tuesday, November 11th, we plan to see if we can convene a meeting, special meeting, October the 28th at 10 o'clock. Yes, October 28th at 10 o'clock to discuss the president's contract evaluation. I'm waiting to hear from the other two trustees that aren't here, but if nothing else, maybe by Zoom or something that they can attend. So, did you get that, Leslie?
You did.
Okay, so then, announcement on date time, after a special meeting, which will be Tuesday, November 11th at 10. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion, Madam Chair.
Okay, and
Second.
second.
I'll second it, Madam Chair.
And can we have about a half an hour discussion? Oh, roll call.
Madam Chair, Dr. Phyllis Martinez,
Yes.
Madam Vice Chair, Luis Portillos. Secretary Mark Dominguez.
Yes.
Trustee Kenneth Medina. Trustee Dr. Gilbert Senna.
Yes.
Trustee Rolando Medrano.
Yes.
Trustee Rosalie Ortega.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Ortega. Thank you, President Dominguez. Thank you.
Thank you.
For having